This is Rob Tubber for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Delighted, as always, to be joined by Luke Campbell. We're here at the University of Kent. Nice to see you, Luke. How are you keeping?
Yeah, good. You?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Thank you very much. What have you been up to?
Not a lot. Just boxing. That's it.
Had a nice little move around today. I was just about to say somebody's name that I shouldn't, but you had a nice little move around today with everyone at McGuigan's gym. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, good. You know, I had a good move around today with a few of the lads. Good variety, good, well-skilled set of fighters as well. So it's early days, but you know we're grinding it out now and getting in that work.
You've been back in the gym or various different gyms around the country for the last probably 6 to 8 weeks. Good to be back.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's good to be back in the gym finally.
And you've actually got yourself a fight to look forward to now. Deal has been done for you to face Ryan Garcia for the interim WBC lightweight title. Excited?
Yeah, very excited for this one. It's a big fight, big platform, and I'm just really excited for this opportunity to showcase my skills.
How do you compare it to your Linares, your Lomachenko? I mean, obviously both very exciting fights in their own right. How does this compare to those?
Oh, massively differently. I mean, Linares, when I first boxed him, I thought I won the fight, by the way. Just got to put that out there. But it was a massive jump to what I'd ever been in, and it was a big step up to fight a three-weight world champion. Actually, he was in his prime when I fought him as well. For me to go over to him as well and fight on his show and still bring out a massive performance through everything what I was going through. You know, in an ideal world, I shouldn't have fought, but I did. And it was a great fight. And then obviously the Lomachenko fight was a good fight. You know, I was in there with a good opponent. I looked at that performance and think to myself, I can be so much better than that. And ever since I've been practicing and studying myself and improving with my coaching and getting better and better. And now I'm excited to get in the ring and show everybody the next level.
So let's talk about that. It seems like every week we're getting something new from the WBC with regards to it being ordered. There's a deal done, and now we don't have a date yet, but we've been told that the fight's going to happen sometime in November in America. First and foremost, obviously you've travelled in the past. Any problem going to America? Were you disappointed not to get the fight over here?
Let's be honest, I'd love for the fight to be over here, but there's no crowds anyhow, so it's irrelevant really. I love, if it's going to be in California, I love California anyhow, so I've got great memories there. I've boxed around the world since being 14 years old, so for me it's just another day of being a boxer.
Talk to me about Ryan Garcia as an opponent.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously showcased what he's got so far against the level of opponents he's been in with. It shows that he's got power, he's got skill, but you know, that's it's hard to judge from what he's been in with.
Are you surprised that he's taken the fight against you? I know some boxing fans are.
Who am I to say I'm surprised he's taken it or not? At the end of the day, I'm a fighter and I've never backed down from a challenge, so I expect the same from all other fighters really. It's great that he's obviously accepted this challenge, and now I can go in there and give him a good beating.
I see you two have been exchanging pleasantries on Twitter.
Not so much. I mean, he's been tweeting away, but yeah, there's the odd comment you got to sort of, you know, reply to, I guess.
You're sort of the old man, but you're the older man in this fight. I mean, there was once upon a time where you were the kind of the fresh-faced kid coming through. Is that what you kind of see in Ryan Garcia? All of the comments that he's making on social media, is that kind of the youthful exuberance?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's obviously his personalities. You know, he's got a huge following, so you know, that being said, he's got to feed his followers something, whether it's bullshit or not. You know, he's got to give them something. But yeah, is what it is. It's great that he's got that personality, and obviously we're fighting together. It just makes the fight even bigger.
Now, you've been around the block and then some in your career, not only as a professional, but of course your amateur career. You're now settled under Shane McGuigan. Been a while since you've been back in the ring, though. Is it giving you that a little bit of extra time to prepare?
It's been obviously it'll be a while the time I get back in the ring, but I've still been in the gym all the way through it. and we've had two nearly full training camps now of actually preparing for a fight, and then obviously not happening. Obviously we had lockdown, which caused one of them, and then we had one at the end of the year. We was going to go for in America, but the WBC world title fight came up instead, so we chose that route. So I've been active, constantly being active in the gym and sparring and stuff like that. So I'm in a fantastic place.
When I spoke to you around the start of lockdown, when this fight was first ordered by the WBC, you said you'd watched some of Ryan Garcia, but you hadn't watched an awful lot. Have you watched any more since then?
No. I don't really see the point. The guys that he's fought aren't nothing like me, stylistic, skill, speed, power, nothing. So I don't see any point.
How important is it for you to get over the line now? I mean, you've had 2 world title fights against 2, guys who were, in Linares' case, he was probably a top 10 pound-for-pound guy. Lomachenko, in many people's eyes, was the number 1 pound-for-pound guy. Is this now your moment? Is this your opportunity against Ryan Garcia? Admittedly, we don't know an awful lot about him, but he's not quite on that level, at least yet.
Yeah. Well, we'll soon see, won't we? For me, I feel like I'm getting better every day. I'm improving, and I will be at the top. Like I say, I'm feeling really good with myself, with my progress. I feel like I'm getting better every day, and you're going to see the next level of my performance in the next fight than what you've ever seen before.
Okay, well, just before I let you go, let's touch upon the boxing this past weekend. Dillian Whyte, shocking loss to Alexander Povetkin. Did you watch the fight?
I did watch the fight, yeah. It looked like he was in control of the fight. Obviously, had him hurt twice in the 4th round, and then I don't know, in the 5th round, maybe he thought he had it in the bag. I'm not quite sure. Maybe he just took his foot off the gas a little bit and maybe threw a little sloppy shot out, and then got countered. But listen, that guy's a dangerous guy. He's a well-schooled opponent and with power. So you've really got to be on the ball with guys like that. I thought he had it. I thought he was won. I was about to turn it off because I knew he'd had it in the bag. That's how convinced I was it was going to be over. And then, wow, it was a bit of a shock.
Do you think we saw just kind of the difference that you mentioned there about the schooling? Alexander Povetkin, Olympic gold medalist, former world champion, his only losses coming to Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. Is that what we saw, the difference, just that seasoning?
Yeah, I guess so. Heavyweights do have a longer life shelf, but he was a 40-year-old guy, but he was, like you say, the last thing that goes is power. So I knew he was dangerous, but I expected what I seen in the first 4 rounds, and then obviously you just needed to finish him in the 5th. But maybe, like you say, maybe he just took his foot off the gas and got hit with a sharp counter.
Hell of a shot, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a hell of a shot, yeah. It was a hell of a shot. I'd still be sleeping from that now.
Okay, and before I let you go, I'm told that Ryan Garcia doesn't ever miss a Boxing Social interview. He's a massive fan. So what message have you got to him ahead of your bout in November?
I just hope that the very best of Ryan Garcia turns up that night, because at the end of it, I don't want any excuses.
And how does that fight end?
Me winning the fight, probably by knockout.
Okay, well, Luke Campbell, always a pleasure to catch up with you. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Look forward to catching up with you soon. And hopefully, if somebody can smuggle me into America, seeing you fight Ryan Garcia in November.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll try.
Cheers,